Hi and welcome to Yin and Restore. My name is Anna Victoria and this is a practice for the morning time. So a beautiful way to wake up, feel into your body and start your day. Welcome to meet me here seated on your mat, and just take a moment to close your eyes. And notice how your breath is moving this morning. And as you ground into your seat, soften the shoulders. See if it's possible to allow more space around the breath. Letting the inhale be longer, wider. And extending the exhale all the way until you're empty. And take about 2 more breaths just for you. To arrive into your body, into this new day. And when you feel ready, you can blink your eyes to open. And we're going to come into our first yin pose, which is standing. So come on up and find your standing position with your feet a little bit wider than hip width. And let the weight balance through the soles of your feet until you feel really steady. And we'll bend the knees, roll the shoulders back, and start by rolling the chin into the chest. And then from that curved neck positions, continue to roll your body into a standing forward fold. And this position can be more or less comfortable. We're all different. Know that you're welcome to bend your knees as much as you wish. You might even rest your belly to your thighs. And you can use blocks to your hands. Or you can bring them up a little bit and place your forearms to the blocks. This can be really nice in the morning. Let your hands relax. Relax your neck and head. And let the whole body just dangle here. This is the name of this shape is dangling. And there might be a little movement or a wiggle. That's absolutely fine. We're not going to stay here too long. It's just a way to bring some energy into the feet. And know that if this is too much in any way, if it hurts your lower back or neck, you can ease down and come into a squat and then come back up again. So we have about 1 more minute here. And if you wish, you can wrinkle your face like a raisin, or maybe even shake your head, nod it, yes. Give some nice, gentle movement for your neck. Yeah. The last 2 breaths here. And then we're going to slowly come out, but start by shifting your heels a little bit wider and bring your toes out to the sides. And then you let your sit bones drop down, so we'll transition into a squat pose. And for squat, you might place a block under your sit bones as support or a cushion. And just let yourself come into this shape. And again, it's going to look different for each and every one of us. You can choose if you want to stay more upright, or if you again want to melt your upper body into a fold. And sometimes in the mornings we can feel a little bit extra stiff. That's natural. That's how the body functions as well. The fascia will soften during the day, during movement, and that's why yin can be actually really, really nice to do in the morning. So you might feel a difference throughout the day. So we'll stay here for 5 more breaths. It's not a long hold here in the squat. And as you check in with the breath here, there might be a yawn or a sigh or a just other kind of expression through the breath. Just welcoming that. And then take your time here. You can stay another breath or slowly make your way into seated. We'll extend the legs. Take your time to find what feels good here. There might be some movement or shifting side to side. And we're going to come into a Dragonfly, which is an extension of the feet. And let the feet widen as much as it feels comfortable for you. You can wiggle your hips to feel more steady or elevate your hips sitting on a cushion. Another option for this pose, it's quite similar to squat, but more wide-legged, and you'll bend your knees, so keeping the feet on the ground. And you might stay here if there's already sensation, or coming into a forward fold, where you can, of course, use your props, cushions, whatever you have, if you have a bolster to melt into. And know that you can always adjust any shape. You can bring your feet a little bit closer or wider, bending the knees or not. And we're going to stay a little bit longer in this shape. So see if you can soften your shoulders and let the body melt into the support. Just checking in with your body. Notice any sensations in your physical body. Notice what's moving through the mind, the heart. And from where you are, there might even be space for an intention to bring with you to this day. It might just be a word, such as joy, remembering to find joy. Or center, coming back to yourself. Trust. You can find your own word that resonates with you if you like. And I'll be quiet here for the next 2 minutes, so you can simply listen to what's moving through for you. And then start to invite a deeper breath. Feeling into your hands, wherever they are, and gently, gently let your hands support you back to a seat. And we'll bring the feet together. And you might take a moment here in stillness where nothing needs to happen, just simply being here. But if there's movement, if your body wants to bring more movement in, that's okay too. So, whenever you are ready, we're going to bring the feet a little bit wider, slightly bent knees, and place your hands behind your body so the fingertips will be directed out to the sides, spreading the fingers. We'll roll the shoulders back and scoot the shoulder blades together, so you're in this kind of creating a shelf with your shoulder blades. And then you'll drop the head slightly back. And if this is too much for your neck, you don't have to drop it all the way back. But just giving a release to that upper neck and creating more space around the chest. Take one more breath here. And careful with the neck as you bring your head back, and we'll come all the way down to the ground for our last few poses here. Bringing knees to chest, you can roll side to side. And then we'll lift the feet up towards the ceiling and the arms as well, and just twirling ankles and wrists. There might be some clocks and clicks. Just waking up the joint spaces. And then bringing the right ankle in front of the left knee for a figure 4 position. You can wrap your fingers around the left thigh or in front of the left knee. Another option is to leave the left foot on the ground. See where you have a sensation that's interesting for you. Just waking up the thighs, the hips. And you're welcome to close your eyes or just relax around the eyes. Let the shoulders soften. And soften the throat, the jaw, the face. And checking in with the hips, especially in the morning, the body responds with clarity and speaks quite loudly. So don't go too hard in here. Just give yourself enough room so you can breathe and be curious about the sensations. And we'll stay for about 5 more breaths. And then gently releasing both feet back up towards the ceiling. And you might keep your feet still and relaxed, or again, just twirl ankles and wrists. You can spread your fingers and toes. And then we'll come into the other side with the left ankle in front of the right knee, holding under the thigh or in front of the knee, or finding your variation with the foot on the ground. And just checking in with your own body here. Where can you soften? And let your awareness linger in your physical body. Notice what's there. Notice what's moving through the mind. And checking in with the heart. And allowing yourself to fully soften into the meeting point with yourself. The last minute here. And inviting a deeper breath. And any which way that feels comfortable will release both feet on the ground. And you might stay here in constructive rest pose with the feet to the ground, knees together, hands to belly or chest. And just letting the body receive any sensations, the effects from that hip opening. And see if there's that invitation for movement, if there is. You can bring your knees back to chest and just roll a bit side to side. And wherever you are, we'll meet over to the side and support the body to come up to a seat, as we're going to come into our very last pose before rest. So placing a bolster or a cushion to the upper part of your mat and a cushion or a block. And then we'll bring the body down into a supported fish pose. So the support wants to be that right at the space where your shoulders are. So your upper back is supported. Shoulders might drop down there in the space above the bolster or the cushion. And keeping the neck free so you can breathe easily. Arms might be in cactus or alongside the body. And check in with your hips here. You can open your feet wider if that feels good. So your body can fully take up space. And resting into that space. And softening the fingers, the inside of the hands, the palms, all the way through the forearms and upper arms into the shoulders. And relaxing the face, throat, chest, softening the belly, and relaxing the thighs, buttocks, knees, calves, down through the feet. Allowing the heels to melt into the ground. And relaxing the whole body as you start to invite a deeper breath. Allow the chest to rise with the inhale, take up space. And soften with the exhale. And give yourself a few more long, deep breaths here. You might remind yourself of that intention, what you want to bring into your day, or just enjoy the space that is yours to fill. And then gently bringing some life into your fingertips and toes. And you can give your body a full, long, big stretch here. Reaching arms, extending the legs. And it's time to make our way down into Savasana. So you can move your props to the side and come into a a nice, comfortable rest. And feel free to stay here as long as you want, as long as you can. And thank you so much for practicing here with us. I hope you have an amazing day.